to my channel. Guys, I did this video yesterday, and me being me, after I'd edited and almost completely finished uploading it, and then my phone decides to pause because I think I didn't have enough memory on my phone. I was like, you know what, fine, I've already edited everything and everything seems okay, so I'll just free up some memory on my phone so it can finish converting completely. Guys, I deleted the videos I used for this video, and then when it finished converting, it only converted the first 9 seconds of my video. So I've completely lost everything, so I'm having to redo it again. Like, this is stressful. I'm actually going to cry. Apart from that, welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a video on the top 10 things I believe we should leave behind in 2019. Now, I have a list of them. I was doing a list when I was at work. So I'm just gonna go through them. Some of these topics may cause aggression in others. May cause hate and anger. But remember, these are my opinions and not yours, so everyone will be okay. The first thing on the list is negative energy. Guys, it is very important that in the year of 2020, we protect our energy. A lot of us feed on the energies of others, so if we get negative energy, we give it right back. And that's very sad reality, unfortunately. Like, some people will just come up to you, you're happy and jolly, and be like, oh hi, how you doing? And just be like, I'm fine. And I work in retail, and I see these people with all these people, I can see you. You come to the shop and you're in a bad mood. I don't know what your day's gone, like what's gone on in your day, and I apologize, right, for your hardship today. But they come to the till and they're just like, and they're like, hi, can I help? And they're like, chuck their stuff on the desk, and I'm just like, that's nice. Do you have a loyalty card? No. And then like they're on the phone going, no. I was like, no thanks, and I don't want one. Calm down. Calm down. Like, who hurt you? I want to know who hurt. I want to know who you hurt you. I really do, because so much pain in my heart. And then, unfortunately, if you get more than one customer being negative all day, at the end of the day, you feel like crap because you're like, oh, no, I'm done. I've had such a shitty day. People have been really mean, and then you get down yourself. I don't want that. I don't want that. So it's really, really important. Even with friends, sometimes when your friends are moody, sometimes you try to cheer them up, and they're like, no, I don't want to be cheered up. Move yourself out of the environment, please. It's important. I know they're your friends and you want to cheer them up, but if they just look like they don't want to be cheered up, just leave them. They'll come around it, but just don't put yourself in a position to ruin your energy, okay? The second thing on the list is bomber jackets in summer. Guys, I am not joking when I say I went to Nigeria, a very, very hot, not even warm, hot country, and there was a guy on the Okada, as I'd like to call it. It is the Nigerian Uber for motorcycles, apart from the fact that you don't order them, they're already on the road. And the driver was in front, of course, and then the guy behind was wearing a bomber jacket. He even did the whole put the hoodie up thing. Guys, I was stressed. I don't know the level of stress I was. I'm just like, is it only me that's feeling this kind of heat? That this guy's wearing bomber jackets? And it wasn't even Hamatan, right? And I was just like, I don't know. I was too shocked I couldn't even tap my mother because we're in the car, and I was boiling with the aircon in the car. And I was just looking at this guy, and I was just like, is he okay? Like, is he alright? Like, I just want to roll down the window. Just like, do you know it's hot here? Like, just. And I'm not just talking about Nigeria. I see these roadmen, or I see these guys on the road in London, right? Or like on the street. I live in Southampton, so I don't really see it much in Southampton. But especially in London, right? I see roadmen in summer wearing their bomber jackets, yeah? You guys are confusing the living daylight out of some of these old people because they don't even know what hot or cold is anymore, and you're out here wearing a bomber jacket in the heat. Why? Why? It's actually this is stressing me out. I can't do it. It makes no sense. It just makes no sense. The third thing I've got on my list is being fake for information or relevance. Now, a lot of us know people who are the life of the party or like just easygoing people, so they're able to communicate or vibe with a lot of different people. That's cool. But then there are some people who literally have no interest in you. They only have interest in the information they can get from you, whether it's positive or negative. They mainly like the negative ones. And it's, see, I'm the kind of girl, like, if you hate me, and if you don't want to actually genuinely be my friend, I don't need you around. I'm very quiet, so I like it when someone can acknowledge me in a very busy, loud room. It's kind of nice that someone's actually approached you. But these people approach you and they'll be like, oh, how's your day? Yeah, that's nice. How's it going with you and your boyfriend? Oh, wow. How's it going at home? Oh, no. God, I feel so sorry for you. And then you leave them, and then before you know it, they're going to the next person, and like, oh my God, look at what she says happened at home. Oh, her boyfriend did this to her. But and then the other one as well will be like, oh, she wanted it to happen to herself. She wouldn't be in that situation, and they'll start gossiping about her. And then she comes back, and they're like, oh, hi, back to being normal with her. Like, I'm sorry, but if someone, like, if I see that you've done that to someone else, and then you come to me and say hi, don't say hi to me, just walk on by. Walk. I don't need it. You can say hi, I'll say hi. I don't need to have a conversation with you, because Lord knows where my conversation is going to go. I'm going to close my mouth now, and then before you know it, I'll go back home, and before you know it, on the TV they'll be like, oh, just in, this happened to this. And it's like, but I only told one person. So I don't have the time. And plus, what makes me think that these people who are trying to be nice to me, after I've just seen them do that to someone else, what makes me think, oh, they won't do it to me as well and go and gossip my business to someone else? I don't deal with things like that. I'm sorry. I respect you. I respect your existence. That's nice. You're here. You say hi. You say bye. Nothing else needed. As long as I respect you and you respect me, we don't need to be like best buddies, pally-vallies. No, it's okay. I'll pass on that. But thanks for the option to be your friend. So the next thing I've got on my list is saying yes when you want to say no. Like, sometimes it's nice to do something nice for someone else, but sometimes we have to take ourselves into consideration. Can you actually afford to say no? Mentally, physically, like financially sometimes? Like, can you afford to say yes? Can you afford to say no? But yeah, so you have to put yourself into consideration sometimes. I know it's like, if it's like urgent and someone's at work was like, oh, could you please cover this shift, please, I'm begging you. And you're just like, it was supposed to be my day off today, but you know what, it's okay, I'll do it. That's nice, that's a nice gesture. It's your day off, you're not going to be doing anything. But then if you, like, let's say the person was like, oh, could you buy me this? And I'll give you the money back, And this isn't the only time they've said it. And they've said they'll give you the money back, And you're constantly having to cut out of your own check in order to get them what they want, because they can't get to that place on time, or they're at work and they are not going to make it until the shop closes. It's like, can you afford to? And especially something that's like going to be detrimental to your mental health. Like, can you go talk to this person for me, even though you had nothing to do with the whole situation, and all of a sudden, because you're part of it or because you helped with it, then now you're in it, right? And now it's taking a turn. Like, it's, you don't need to think of what or where it might get you. If it's something easy, like get you extra money at work, then yeah, that's fine. Like, but if it's like, oh, like now you're putting yourself into a situation that you weren't even part of in the first place, then don't. It's not worth it. Like, be nice to be nice, but also know where there's a line, okay? Next one I've got is spending money on gifts. Now, I know we've just come out of the whole Christmas period and everyone's been buying gifts, and now everyone's saying, oh, I'm broke for January, and no, but nobody told you. Nobody told us. I'll put myself in this as well. Nobody told us to go and be buying these gifts unless it's something people actually need. I mean, sometimes it's nice to like give someone something luxurious, like it'd be nice just for their pleasure and stuff. But if you can't afford it, then you can't afford it. It doesn't mean you don't care about the person or you don't love them. It just simply means you can't afford it. Like, I believe the greatest gift you can give someone is your presence. Like, there's loads of people who don't have their parents, who like don't have their family, most of their family present for like Christmas or the holidays, because one or two things happened, or because there's a situation that doesn't allow them, or because they're simply not there anymore because they're dead. Like, your presence is the most important gift. The gift of life is the most important gift you can give someone. Like, I mean, for me, like, it's really hard for me because I'm a bit antisocial and I kind of work my ass off because I am my mother's daughter. But sometimes, like, I kind of forget, and I'm just like, not forget, but I forget the importance of being with my family so much that when I do go and see them, like, I feel like a part of me has come back. Like they hardly see me. So if I don't buy them a gift, or if I don't, they don't really care about that. Me being there is very important, and that's why family is the most important thing to me. So, like, not being able to afford a gift, but then getting yourself into debt, like, there's more important things you can buy someone. If you're going to buy them something they actually need. Buy them some food. If they don't have socks and they're wearing mismatched socks, please buy them some socks. Like, you don't have to go straight out of the way to do it. Like, simple. Next thing I've got is letting people distract you from your goals. Guys, we meet a lot of people in our lives. We do. Some are there for a lesson. Some come there as the people you continue your entire journey on. Some of them show you other options that you may have. But if you don't have your head straight and be like, I am this kind of person, you don't have to have it all right now. You don't have to know exactly where you want to be, but you have to keep your head straight and at least have an idea of who you want to be, right? Do you want to be someone everyone looks up to? Do you want to be like Buddha? Do you want, like, you need to know kind of like a little grounded barrier, or like a starting point, right? You need to have that starting point. You need to move with it. Other people are on their journey. Like, there's some people who actually, I think the universe, God, puts into your life to distract you, and he wants, like, the universe wants to see, like, are they going to follow their path, or are they going to kind of move away from what is important to them because, oh, this person makes them feel good, or doing this makes them feel good. So taking pleasure over importance of your drive. So we need to actually try and concentrate on ourselves in 2020, because everyone's got a different journey. If you're moving along with someone else, or if you stop your journey in order to move along someone that you're going through with their journey, that's not yours. Because at the end of the day, you reach a point where they've met their goal, But where are you now? Like, you don't know, because you've taken such a turn from your own like journey that Lord knows how you're gonna get back on track. See, this one, relationship goals. Whose relationship goals? Guys, I see a lot of like, I'm pretty sure loads of YouTubers and influencers or whatever have mentioned this before. People show you what they want you to see, right? A lot of relationship goals are only based on what we can see, especially on Instagram. Like, we don't see the arguments, right? We don't see the little day or two breakups where she sets his car on fire, he throws all her makeup and tries to flush it down the toilet. God, oh my God. If my partner ever tried to put my makeup in the toilet, do you think it... Now, I know makeup's not that important, but the amount of money I've spent on that thing, right? You decide to go and wash it, you better know exactly what shade, where I bought it from, right? To go and buy it again. You got to go and buy it, you got to go and buy it again. Like, did you spend the money? No, you did not. Go and buy it again. You wash it, you wash your pockets. People only show you what they want you to see, and that's what we've all got to put into mind. So saying, oh, I wish my partner bought me Mackies at 4 a.m. in the morning. We were drunk and he bought me McDonald's. Or you were feeling ill and he was on his way back from work and you said, babe, can you pick me up some Mackies or pick me up some food? And he just did it. Or sometimes guys are actually genuinely nice and they're like, oh my God, might like some food, or my friend might like some food, and give it to them. Like, we don't need to know. It's just a nice gesture. Just accept it and leave us alone. So the next one I've got kind of ties into the whole spending money on gifts thing. If you can't afford it twice, you can't afford it at all. If you can't buy it twice, you can't afford it. I think that's a Jay-Z quote. I saw it on Instagram the other day. In searching the web. Yeah, if you can't buy something twice, just at the click of a finger, unless you've actually saved up for it and that's exactly what you wanted, then don't just do it because, oh, you've seen someone on Instagram have it and it looks cool, or it's the latest trend and everyone's getting it, or there's billionaires are buying it, or you saw Kylie Jenner wearing them, so all of a sudden you want to jump in a bandwagon. No. If you can't afford it, please don't get into debt. Please don't take out a loan to go and... This is stressing me out. Like, honestly, we don't need to like clout chase. We don't need to be someone else. Or fair enough, it's nice to want the nice things, but if you've worked for it, that's nice. If you just spent money on it simply because, Bob over there or Charlotte over there has bought it recently and they're getting so much like attention for it. No, you don't need to do things for attention, and you don't need to do it for trend. Do it for yourself. If it's gonna make you happy for a long time, then do it. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it because someone else did. So the next thing I've got might ruffle a couple of feathers, but it is vegan aggression. Guys, don't get me wrong. I don't mean it in a sense, an aggressive way. I don't mean an aggressive way. I love vegans. I love their power. I love their dedication, no doubt. But there are some of you out there that make it seem like meat eating is actually a crime against the law. Like, you should be in prison for eating meat. Like, as a meat eater, I've eaten meat all my life. I'm Nigerian, right? If I go home, there's meat in the fridge, there's meat in the freezer, there's meat in the oven that's already been cooking, there's meat on the cooker that they're cooking for tomorrow, so you have to grill it and do. So I'm a strong meat eater and I love steak, so I don't think I can be vegan. I'm sorry. But a lot of the time I see on Facebook, like, a lot of these people, they put up a video of slaughtering animals and like just grimy things and be like, look what you're doing to that animal. Look at what you're doing, right? You're ruining the animal, you're ruining the earth, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're doing this, you're doing that. And I'm just like, calm down. Just calm down. Like in the old age, in the Stone Ages, right? It was eat or be eaten, survival of the fittest, right? There are loads of nutrients that animals give to the human body that just eating plants would not do. That's why a lot of like vegans are like insufficient in certain vitamins and minerals, so they have to find another way, like using supplements to kind of give it all back to the body. Some of us are lazy. We want to do it the easiest, quickest way and eat the animal. Like, fair enough, sometimes I do watch these videos and I think, look, it didn't need to be done like that, right? Like Muslims, they want it done a specific way, a clean way, right? That's why it's halal. So, top heads to those. And then, obviously, having to watch all of the ways, and like, I feel guilty myself. But at the same time, that's not going to stop me from eating meat. So that's going to make me think, oh, we should write a petition on how to do this in a better way, right? And meat eaters and plant eaters can come together and make a petition on how to treat animals better so they live a better life before they get eaten. Like, I know someone's going to target me, but I'm sorry, I told you. But it's just like, just take a step back and think of how you're coming across to us meat eaters. Like, it's nice to be healthy, get your greens, get your 5 a day, and that's brilliant. But also consider the fact that there are a lot of things in meat that just having plants can't give you. And I don't want to be taking too much supplements, so I'll have the animal instead. So the final thing, number 10 on my list is I'm different. Get over it. Okay? Okay? Can you hear me? Like, literally, there's some people out there that think God gave them the power to be correct all the time. Like, oh, God. I don't know how many times, like, I have to stress this out. What you think is completely right or is completely one way could be completely different to someone else. You've got to open your mind up and think, oh, they've grown up in this part, or they've grown up to believe certain things. Their generations and generations and generations have like passed on, excuse me, I have a cold, passed on knowledge that they have to like their current generations, and that's the only thing they know. But some of these people, the ancestors, have whispered in their sleep. The ancestors have literally come to them in person while they're doing their day-to-day life and be like, don't let anyone tell you this is wrong, because they are wrong. They tell you no, bring them down. Fight them, because you are right. See, I don't have the time for that. You've learned something different, right? And I see that same thing in a different perspective. It doesn't mean that you are wrong. It doesn't mean that I am wrong. It means our life has been shown a different, like, things in our lives have been taught to us in a different way. It's just like Nigerians, or whenever you say anyone, I won't just say Nigerians, anyone who seasons their food anyways. When you season your food, the ancestors at some point just go, stop, my child. Or like when you're seasoning it and you don't even hear that voice in your head, you're just like, should I put a little bit more? And then you keep doing the tiny little, you even break half of the Knorr cube. You like, put it in, and then all of a sudden it comes to the little tiniest drop of the Knorr cube, and suddenly you're like, no. And then you can hear the whispers of the ancestors going, stop, my child. And then you're just like, put the rest in the sink or in the bin. And when you taste that food, heavens pour on your tongue. Yeah? Some of these people, okay, I've gone a bit out of like contact now, but some of these people think they are so right. They are so right. It's all black and white. No, darling, black and white makes grey. Okay? There's a grey area where all anyone sees is grey, so anyone can add what colour they want to it, right? So it's not just always black and white. Okay, it's not right or wrong. It's from my perspective and from your perspective. This is why it's easier for open-minded people to learn quicker than closed-minded people. Like we see this in the whole like LGBT community, like being able to accept LGBT communities, being able to accept certain religious groups and stuff. Some people are so close-minded because of generations upon generations that they won't even accept that this is how it is, and you've got to accept it. So like, yeah, I'm different. Like I learn things in a different way. I see things in a different perspective, but it doesn't mean I'm wrong. So, it's not my problem then. Okay. So yeah guys, enough of my rant. That is it for today. Like I said, I did this video yesterday and I missed of converting it on my phone. I'd already edited and everything. And I was converting it and I decided to delete everything else so I can make space for this. And it just all went. Saved 9 seconds. 9 seconds is literally the length of my introduction. And I tried to get it back and I just couldn't find it. Lord help me doing this one. But yeah guys, thanks for coming and hope to see you again. I really need to start making more videos more regularly. I'm doing my best. Well, all I could do is my best, but thanks for watching. Bye!